Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a heavy but important topic: the most devastating natural disasters in recorded history. These events serve as a powerful reminder of nature's immense force and the resilience of the human spirit. It's easy to forget just how fragile our world can be, and studying these past events helps us prepare for the future and appreciate the present. So, let us take a respectful look back at 5 of the most impactful natural catastrophes humanity has ever faced. Starting our list at number 5 is the 2010 Haiti earthquake. On January 12th, a catastrophic magnitude 7.0 earthquake struck near the capital Port-au-Prince. The devastation was almost instantaneous and widespread. Haiti, being one of the most impoverished nations in the Western Hemisphere, had infrastructure that simply couldn't withstand such a powerful seismic event. Buildings, including homes, hospitals, schools, and even the presidential palace, crumbled into dust. The quake triggered a massive international humanitarian response, but the scale of the destruction was overwhelming. The initial death toll estimates varied wildly, but most sources place the number of fatalities in the hundreds of thousands, with some reports suggesting over 300,000 lives were lost. Millions were left homeless, and the country was plunged into a years-long crisis, battling not just the aftermath of the quake but also subsequent public health emergencies. The recovery has been a long and arduous road, highlighting the critical importance of building codes and disaster preparedness, especially in vulnerable regions. Moving on to number 4, we travel to Indonesia for the 1815 eruption of Mount Tambora. This event is not just famous for being the largest volcanic eruption in recorded history, but also for its global impact. When Tambora erupted, it ejected an enormous volume of ash, gas, and rock into the atmosphere. The immediate effects were catastrophic for the local population on the island of Sumbawa and neighboring islands. Entire villages were wiped out, with an estimated 10,000 people killed directly by the eruption's pyroclastic flows. But the devastation didn't stop there. The sheer amount of volcanic material blasted into the stratosphere was so immense that it blocked sunlight and caused a significant drop in global temperatures. This led to what became known as the Year Without a Summer in 1816. Across the northern hemisphere, crops failed, livestock died, and famine became widespread. The total death toll, including those who perished from the subsequent starvation and disease, is estimated to be over 71,000, and some studies push that number even higher. The Tambora eruption is a chilling example of how a single geological event on one side of the world can trigger a global climate crisis with far-reaching and deadly consequences. Now for our number 3 spot, the 1556 Shaanxi earthquake in China. This is widely regarded as the deadliest earthquake in human history, occurring on the morning of January 23, 1556. During the Ming Dynasty, this quake wasn't the strongest ever recorded in terms of magnitude, estimated to be around 8.0. However, its immense death toll was a result of its location and the time it struck. The epicenter was in the Wei River Valley, a densely populated region where most people lived in yaodongs, which were artificial caves carved into the soft lowest cliffs. When the earthquake hit, these dwellings collapsed, burying their inhabitants alive. The disaster affected a massive area, spanning over 500 miles. Official records from the time reported that the population in some provinces was reduced by as much as 60%. The final death toll is a staggering figure, estimated to be around 830,000 people. It's a number so large it's difficult to truly comprehend. The Shaanxi earthquake serves as a tragic lesson in how geology and architecture can combine to create a catastrophe of almost unimaginable proportions. The scale of loss from this single event reshaped the region for centuries. Coming in at number 2 is the 1931 China floods. This wasn't a single event, but a series of devastating floods that occurred along the Yangtze, Yellow, and Rivers. The catastrophe was set in motion by a perfect storm of factors. A prolonged drought in the late 1920s was followed by unusually heavy snowfalls in the winter of 1930, and then torrential spring rains and a spike in cyclone activity in 1931. By August, the rivers had swelled to unprecedented levels, overwhelming dikes and bursting their banks. The Yangtze River alone flooded an area equivalent to the size of England. The immediate impact was the loss of homes and farmland, but the horror was just beginning. The floodwaters lingered for months, destroying crops and contaminating water supplies. This led to widespread famine and the outbreak of diseases like cholera and typhus. People were forced to eat tree bark, weeds, and anything they could find to survive. The exact number of deaths is impossible to know for sure, but estimates range from a conservative 400,000 to a horrifying high of nearly 4 million people. It is considered by many to be the deadliest natural disaster of the 20th century, a multifaceted crisis that combined flooding, starvation, and disease into one prolonged period of immense human suffering. And finally, at number 1, we have the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami. This disaster is seared into the collective memory of the modern world, partly because it happened in our era of global media, allowing us to witness its terrifying power and heartbreaking aftermath in near real time. On December 26th, a massive undersea earthquake with a magnitude of over 9.1 erupted off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia. It was the third largest earthquake ever recorded on a site. This megathrust quake displaced a colossal amount of water, generating a series of powerful tsunami waves that radiated outwards across the entire Indian Ocean. These waves, traveling at the speed of a jetliner, slammed into the coastlines of 14 countries. Indonesia was hit first and hardest, with waves reaching over 100 feet high in some areas, wiping entire coastal communities off the map. But the destruction continued, hitting Thailand, Sri Lanka, India, and even reaching the east coast of Africa, thousands of miles away. The total death toll was catastrophic, estimated at around 230,000 people, with tourists from all over the world among the victims. The disaster prompted the creation of the Indian Ocean Tsunami Warning System, a crucial piece of infrastructure that has since saved lives in subsequent events. The 2004 tsunami was a brutal reminder of the ocean's power and the shared vulnerability of our global community. These 5 events, from Haiti to the Indian Ocean, represent some of the darkest moments in human history, born from the raw and untamable power of our planet. They underscore a vital truth. While we can't stop natural disasters, we can learn from them. By improving our warning systems, enforcing better building standards, and fostering a global spirit of cooperation, we can better protect ourselves and honor the memory of those who are lost. Thank you for joining me for this somber but important look at history. If you found this video informative, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more content. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.